Yes, we should be live. Just give me 1 sec. I'm still trying to get the Twitter one up. Oh, it's because I gotta do this. I gotta broadcast custom. And then I gotta post, I believe. And then we post. Live stream 2:30. UniFi Talk, UniFi Access, UniFi Access pre-build. And Q&A. Post. Now I gotta go over to Twitter. Or X, whatever you call it, and make sure it's actually live. I think it should be. Okay, Alonso, good morning. How's it going? Joanne, how's it going? From the Netherlands. Kevin, good morning. Plagueless, how's it going? Alex, how's it going? Mike, good morning. Insane HD. Still don't think it's up on X. Did I not post it? I swear I did. Oh yeah, it's showing live. It's showing live. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if I could hear. No, I don't want to hear my own voice here. Okay, but I can bring up the chat. Sean, how's it going? Let me pop out the chat for X. There we go. Why is it not showing it now? That's so weird. Okay, well, I'm sure if somebody else types in X, it should pop up on here. Sean, I do see your message on there on my side screen, though. Let's see. Cyberdog, good morning. How's it going? Jason, good morning. J Rhodes from Texas. Duke Chocola. For some reason, I always mess up that name. How's it going? Good morning. Lee, how's it going? Glenn, James, yes, I could see first message. Perfect. Actually, Sean was a little bit before you, but it was, for some reason, it's not showing up here, but either way. Glenn, good morning, and Pierre, good morning from Montreal. I don't have a crazy amount to talk about today, so ask questions. We will go over some stuff. It's, oh, Chocula, like the cereal. I don't think I've ever actually had that cereal before. Lies. I would show you my side screen, but X is a little bit weird sometimes, so I'll probably just leave that, not show that live on stream. Oak Server, how's it going? Electro, how's it going? Peter from Norway, how is it going? Yes, so today, what are we going to talk about? Well, the UniFi NAS came out, so that's sweet. Let's kind of look at that. You would have seen all of our videos well before this week, though. So the NAS came out. It sold out. Did pretty well with affiliate links, so thank you for whoever used my link and bought it. If you're planning on buying it, we do have affiliate links for this type of stuff. But hopefully people are, testing it out. And if you are testing it out, how are you liking it so far? Tommy, how's it going? Jessica? I don't know how to say that. God, I'm so bad at names. But how's it going? Mark has really blue-balled us, non-shareholders. Yeah, we'll kind of talk about that as well. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't... Yeah, I'm not a financial advisor, but Ubiquiti stocks went up by 20%, so I made a decent amount of money. Riley Chase made $115,000 or something like that off of the stocks that he bought. Which UPS would you suggest to keep UniFi gear running? I use a cyber-powered UPS from Amazon. You could use APC. Their Eden's is a good one as well. There's a couple good ones. Question on the Access Hub. How can I enable sound when the push button exit button is pressed? Push button, exit button. Why would you want a sound for that? You could probably add a chime or something and then tie it in. I have a question. When will Talk come to the Netherlands? Because UniFi keeps saying it will come very soon. I have no idea. They don't give us time dates. Go with Signwave with UPS cleaner. Okay, gotcha. Use the affiliate links. Mocha needs to eat. Yes, Mocha and Nilla, they both need their snacks. They both need their treats. They need their canned food. Chantel and I are going on way too many trips, so we can't feed the cats. So we need all the affiliate money to feed them. Obviously, that's a joke, but it really does help out. It does help out. What's best, pfSense, OpenSense, or UniFi? I primarily only use Ubiquiti now. We still do a little bit of pfSense consulting, but not a ton. I usually will pass it off to like Tom or somebody. Hard sell to get me off Unraid, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, Unraid's been around for a long time. You could do your Docker and all that type of stuff that people want. For me, it's just for raw video storage footage for Chantel and ours, you know, our YouTube stuff, and it works perfectly fine. Colin, how's it going? I love the UNAS so far. Got it in the rack on Thursday, and it's been solid so far. Awesome. Do you know anything about UniFi equipment stock? I'm waiting for the USG Max. Well, the USG Max, I don't know if you're talking about the USG Pro Max. That is now, if you're talking about USG Max, they don't even have they have a UXG Pro. Yeah, maybe the Cloud Gateway Max you're talking about. But no, we don't have any, none of us, anybody you see on YouTube, we don't have any insight to stock. But you could use this. This is UI Notify. This is Crosstalk Solutions thing, and it will actually notify you. I've been using it for quite a while. I pronounced it right. Oh, wow. Well, that's the first. Hey, how's it going? From Brazil. Awesome. Do you recommend hard drives to use with UNAS? I don't really know. They sent me a bunch of, I think they might have sent me Western Digital Reds. I forget. Whatever they had on the SOAR, that's what they were doing. And I think that's what I have in, I either have Western Digital Reds in my Synology or I have Iron Wolf. I forget. Chantel needs grocery money for the basement crew. This is also true. Nilly was just sitting up here, but I think they're running around now playing. Question on shadow mode. Can you pair the UDM SE and UDM Pro Max? No, you cannot. It has to be the same model. Yeah, they both have to be the same model. Have you tried the Enterprise NVVR? I haven't plugged it in yet, but I have one. I think it's on my Instagram account. Oh, you know what? I should really be pushing this out to my Instagram account too. Just give me a second here. 2 seconds. How do I get this channel link? Content. Can I go to live? Live? What is going on with my phone? It doesn't show me live, does it? Oh, here it is, right here. No, that's from yesterday. Whatever. We'll figure that out later. UNAS works great for Plex media storage. I've never used Plex before. Never used Plex. People keep telling me to give it a try, but I don't know. I work in a church and using Ubiquiti for networks, but I'm having trouble accessing the app. Is there a specific app I have to download to remote access from phone? You just have to use the UniFi Network app on your iOS or Android. UCG Ultramax. UCG. You might. Well, here's the UCG Max. Here's the UCG Ultra. I think you're getting a couple of them confused, just by the names. But depending where you live, like right now, it's in stock in the States. They also do have these, like the Gateway Max, the UXG Max. What are you doing, Nilly? What are you doing? Are you running around like a loose cannon? Bring that back up. Let me bring that. Let's see. Where was I? Sorry, I have to play. All right, from New York City. I haven't been in New York City. I've been to Buffalo. I guess that's in New York, but not really New York City. A UniFi Talk question. I have a friend with 3 stores who wants to use Talk. Each site has a UDM Pro. Can one of the UDM Pros or UDMs host the Talk and the other two? You could, yep. You could do either with the site-to-site VPN or like I just released that 2024 Talk video. At your remote stores, you could just do the teleport. Instead of doing site-to-site VPNs, just hook them up through teleport. It's way easier. Got Wire, good morning. How's it going? I've seen so many people in the UI Discord saying they bought the NAS but are waiting for RAID 6 to set up. Some people have more money than... Yeah. Well, they are supposed to be coming out with RAID 6. Hey, Cody, I'm setting up access for the first time with an enterprise hub to control 5 doors, 3 cameras, and 3 doorbells. That's awesome. That's going to be a fun deployment. Yes, hit the like button. We always want the like button hit. On YouTube anyway. I don't know. On TikTok or... Not TikTok. On X, you could hit the heart button, I guess. Oh, where am I? Can you have a small business located in 2 physical locations with 26 altogether use one DID? Yes, you can. Yep, you can. And that's shown at like near the end of my UniFi Talk 2024 video where you could do like remote users. Can I use a UNAS Pro that's linked to my personal UniFi to back up my UNAS at work? Yes. Yes. You could back up to, I mean, it's actually it's a lot easier to back up UNASs because you just click in the drop-down menu and then click on the other UNAS that you want to, you want to back up. Just got the UCG Ultra. Your network complete setting video. It is helping a lot. Thank you for watching. Why would anyone work with an ISP and pay so much for the same UniFi Talk? I don't know. Have you tested with SSDs? I have not. I've just used the hard drives that they currently have. Or the hard drives that they sent me. Inside Wire, how's it going? If you guys don't follow Inside Wire, go ahead and follow them. They got a YouTube channel as well. Nilly does have the Zoomies. So Chantel stayed at her friend's last night. They had a girls' night. So, I mean, I didn't do a whole lot with the cats. I was watching a guy on Twitch. He does this thing called Spooky Saturday every Saturday. So I was watching that and yeah. Looking for a quote for a 2-camera UDM Pro install at my house. Where do you live? And also, I don't do residential anymore. But if you live in the GTA, I could probably, or like Greater Toronto area, I could probably find you somebody who would. Can you use UniFi Talk with a third-party SIP and third-party phones without a UniFi Talk phone? You can't yet. I don't know if they're going to allow you to eventually do that, but you can't yet. I have to upgrade the USG or upgrade a USG Pro 4. What model should I replace it with? Well, if you're looking to still self-host your control or your network application, you could go with, a Gateway Pro or one of these. I probably would go, like, personally, I would go with like a Dream Machine Pro Max or a Dream Machine Special Edition. Let's see. I just got an 8U of rack space in an ISP data center near me. I put an offsite TrueNAS scale box. Oh, that's awesome. I've never thought about doing that. I don't know if yeah. Actually, here inside let me put your link. Let me put your link. Oh, there you are right there. Yeah, it just showed up on my main page. Oh, it's because you did part 4 of your setup series. I'm like, oh, you're showing up on my main page. Here, this is Inside Wire's channel. Pushing out a lot of Ubiquiti content lately, which is great. I think you just you got into the Creator Club as well, or whatever the heck they call it, Creator Program. Boop, boop. Alrighty. And I don't think I could put that into X. I don't think it allows me. Z-Guy, good morning. How's it going? When trick-or-treating with kids, I wish UniFi would have the doorbell support different outdoor ringers for kids to hear. Well, you could always put a chime outside, and then you could select whatever tone you want. They now allow you to put whatever sound you want for the chime. I use the access system in quite a different way. The push button to open the door is connected to the push exit on the hub. I just want to be able to hear a sound when it's unlocked. I'm pretty sure you could attach a chime to it. I almost think you can. I haven't for a long time. Yaniv, hopefully I said that right, from Israel. How's it going? Hi, quick question. With the new third-party integration, Protect will pick up an analog DVR attached to a network? That I don't think so, but you could always try it out. I doubt it though. Because the DVR, like, it has to support OnVIF. I don't think the DVR would be pushing that. Do you have any employees, or do you install yourself everything yourself if you don't mind? So, it does support DVR. Okay, well, I haven't tried that, so that's good. So yeah, I haven't tested it out. I don't have any like old digital video recorders at home. My brother was helping me, but he just got a new job. So he's working Monday to Friday now with he does masonry. That's what he's been doing for a while, and now he's working Monday to Friday. And yeah, so he'll just be working with me on weekends, which is kind of unfortunate because I needed him to do a bunch of cabling stuff for me, but it's all good. Let's see. Just tried out my last. Okay, gotcha. Can I create backups to my iPhone iCloud? Are you talking about for UNAS? For the UNAS? Thoughts on UniFi Talk over Starlink? I have a couple customers who use it, and it works decently well now since they put in some new settings. James, how's it going? Cody, why did you stop working IT jobs at the residential spaces? I just began a small IT company and I was going to support IT. The reason I did is just because cabling a house is a lot harder than a business, and a lot of times homeowners don't want to pay you what you want to quote out. And I just found it was more of a pain in the butt. But if you're actually doing, like, we'll go, if there's cabling already there, or if it's a brand new build, we'll go and pull cable when the walls aren't up and stuff like that, put cameras, all that. Or if they have cabling already there, they just want some Wi-Fi, we'll do that. But realistically, if it's cabling for a house, we'll just pass it off to another company. How does the third-party SIP phone work with UniFi Talk? It works well. The GrandStream, that's what I was using. It works great. It would be nice. I didn't test out a cordless phone. I do have a cordless phone, but I forget where I put the actual station where I charge this, so I got to get some battery in it. Love the UniFi Talk interface. Hate the price of the phone on the phones. GrandStream and VoIP.MS is what I'm using right now, and 3CX for business. But if UniFi opens that up, it will be a game changer. Yes, watch out for just watch out for some updates. That's all I'll say. For whoever asked, I'm currently in the process of creating an SSD versus HDD. Nice. Yeah, that's probably something I won't do. I do actually have some SSDs here. I do have some SSDs. I think I have like 8. Yeah, it does support OMVIF. I mean, there's a couple things that you can't do. Is the custom chime on EA or official? The custom chime's been out a while. Pretty sure it has, unless I was like in a alpha or something like that. Where is my NVVR? I'm almost positive. I think my NVVR is on alpha right now, so I can't show you. Yeah, you could pair. Oh no, that's paired. Tags manage. Pretty sure you can. Hold on, let me check on my actual doorbell. Doorbell message. I was almost positive. Yeah, you can. You can. It's right here. Let me take a screenshot. Yeah, this has been out for a while. I did a video on it. So this is just my doorbell, or sorry, yeah, my doorbell. But then you could see there's different chimes. Like this is all Ubiquiti ones, but I put this in it with some like Halo theme that I put in. Yeah, I did a video on it quite a while ago. Rich, afternoon. How's it going? Is there a good way install access door hubs in a server cabinet? I only have 5 doors, so I don't need the enterprise access hub. Yeah, the other ones are, you're talking about just the single ones. They're a little trickier. I don't know if I have a picture of it. We're really pushing more of the actual hubs now, like the enterprise hubs, because it just looks cleaner. And they have like cable management and stuff all through it. Probably have a picture here somewhere. Oh, like this is what we did at a job site. So we put them in these little alarm boxes. That was for 3 though. I know a company who has 20 of them hanging on their wall, and it's like, I'm so glad they came out with a multi-door hub. It just, 1, it doesn't take up as much space, and 2, it looks a lot cleaner. Yeah, Jay abandoned ship. You know what? Jay's got 2 kids to feed, so you know, I couldn't offer him full-time work anyway, like 40 hours a week. It was like, you know, 20 to 30 sometimes. It depends on the projects that we have going on, because he doesn't do any of the config stuff. And he's like, oh, I could, and it's with a union, so that's really good. We'll see though, because, you know, masonry is very hard on your body. So hopefully he stays there for a few years. He could work with me every weekend. He'll be working 7 days a week. Oh, hey, Nelly. Hello all from Portland, Oregon. How's it going? You got the check mark. Do you do YouTube, or did you? I remember some people had the check mark when I forget what the check mark was. I think you were early adopter. No, I'm not you, but early adopter. I think now the only way you get that is with 100,000 subs. Cordless GrandStream works well on UniFi. Sweet. Sweet. I'm going to have to try that. Installed the UNAS Pro. It's great. Yes, the UNAS is I'm enjoying it. I'm just pushing all of our video files to it. And that's it. I wish you could use the UniFi phones with other systems like Teams. Yeah. Holy crap, Cat. What are you doing? Good to see you too. How's it going? Robert, how's it going? I'm having trouble with WireGuard on my UDM Pro. For my laptop, it says connected, but my internet goes down. I don't have any ideas off the top of my head. You might have to look at the config file and see where the route on it. Do the cameras in a doorbell show up on Access or Protect on the console? So if you have UniFi Access running on your UMVR, well, it's all in Protect. I mean, you can't see any of it in Access unless you, I don't know if I can show you. I'll be doing a video on it because we are now putting Access everywhere on our UNVRs because you could link doors with cameras. So it's pretty cool. How long do you keep the ownership of the consoles from installs you do, or is it an annual plan that I charge? Typically, I tell them to take it away from me right away, and then if we're not like doing updates and stuff for them, I want them to completely take me off. Depending on it, sometimes we'll charge like if they want updates and stuff like an hour a month if we're doing updates, but not too much more. I mean, how they've done the site manager now, it's a lot easier to push out updates to every single client at once. Would you happen to know if they are working on a push and not a push to hold on the G2 old like the swipe button? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Do you have that link for the box for the hub? I am putting in an access system in my office. I don't really know because it would be in Canada. Security box. I guess I could look up the company that I bought it from. I don't even know what you call it. Security can? I think that's what you call it. Security can box? I don't know. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, here's a link. No, that's a safety box. Can? Maybe send me an email and I'll send you it once I could find it. I can't find it right now and I don't want to show Amazon because I'm logged in. Yeah, but send me an email. Just go to my website, mactelecomnetworks.com. You could click the hires. I don't think I have a contact, but just fill in that form and then I'll send you the link to it. We need a 4-door hub option. Most SMB companies don't need 10 doors. Well, it's only an 8-door, right? These are only 8-door, and for me, I'll buy this all day, every day. Because one, it has the built-in switch. If you buy these single guys, you're either having to use a PoE++ adapter, power adapter, or you have a PoE++ switch. So at the end of the day, this is cheaper option because it has the switch built into it. The one thing that I don't like, and the only thing I don't like, is if you have requests to exit, so you have motion sensors, Rex, whatever, you have to power it off a separate power supply. So now you're having this, right? So you could have your push buttons and motion sensors in here, but there's no spot for an extra 12 volt to power up the motion sensors. So you have to end up buying another 12 volt, 1 amp. You could buy security ones where you could have like 20 inputs. I would have liked for them to put that built right into this. Hopefully they come out with another model of the of this one. Have you done any videos on upgrading, increasing UMVR Pro storage? I haven't done any. I think I've seen you before on YouTube as well. You make videos, right, Thomas? I haven't done any, but I think you could, like, if you say you have a 7-bay UMVR Pro, and you're only using 4 bays, you could just throw in extra storage. If you need even more than that and you need to stack, well, you could just stack them together and that will double your capacity. I probably should make something like that, but I don't have 2 UMVR Pros until I swap out for... Oh, that's what I didn't show. Until I swap out for this. The UMVR. Or the Enterprise NVR. So this will be going in at one of my clients. They currently have 2 UNVR Pros, and we're going to be taking it out. We'll be replacing with the ENVR. Doing 2 10 gig uplinks. And then we're going to be adding a bunch more cameras. I think they're at like 80 cameras now or something like that. So we're going to be going up to about 100 and something cameras at that site. Maybe a bit more. Make sure your IP matches your public IP. You want, whoops. I don't know what the heck is going on here. Yes. You want, yes, last handshake. That is correct. Do you think it would be possible for UniFi access for a home or just a G4 doorbell? Well, something came out in EA. I guess I could kind of talk about it. So with the G4 doorbells, they always had these fingerprint scanners. I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. I mean, the head of security of Ubiquiti posted on Twitter. They always had this little fingerprint scanner, like on the front of it. Well, now they've enabled that, but Ubiquiti doesn't have their own lock. They don't have their own door lock. But what people have been doing, they've just been using things like Z-Wave locks, and they've been integrating it with Home Assistant. So now they're scanning their thumb, and it's unlocking their door. So I'm going to have to upgrade my door lock because I want that to happen. That's probably what I would do if I was to do a residential install. I probably wouldn't end up putting a electric strike on my front door. Peter, thanks for coming by. Is virtual routing redundancy dead? No, absolutely not. That's what they call shadow mode. They just have a different name of it. My UA Ultra eats up 11 watts according to the UDM Pro Max. Is that normal? I'm not sure. Let me look right now at one of my clients that I have that set for. Is this it? Oh. Oh, why is access not on there? Did I put it on their UNVR? I may have put it on their UNVR. Oh, here it is. I did put it on the MVR. There's an update for it. Let's see. It's not showing me. I can't log in right now. I can't log into their other controller. I would think that's normal. Like, what does it say that it actually draws? Tech specs. Power method. Yeah, so max consumption's up to 18 watts. So yeah, that's probably not far off. It really depends if what you're using off it. You're probably using electric strike, and if you have like a push to exit button, that's going to take up some more power as well. Timothy, how's it going? That UMVR enterprise would make for a good enterprise NAS. A lot of people said that. You can't stack the NASs. That's what somebody was telling me. We were talking about this last time. I forget. Somebody I thought sent a link. I don't see it. Rails, blah, blah, blah. In band. I thought somebody said that we couldn't stack it. And I forget where that was. But you could always use the other thing, whatever they call it. Vantage point. Imagine doing residential installs and setting up Home Assistant every time you are entering control. Yeah, I've never even used Home Assistant, so I'm going to get into it just to do a door lock. And that's pretty much it. Did you see that they enabled the little screen on the NVR? Oh, they've had that for a long time. They've had that since the beginning of the UMVR Pros. My son hooked up his UniFi doorbell fingerprint reader to HA with a Aquara door lock, and it works great. Awesome. I know I have seen a bunch of people on Reddit doing it. So when I do that updated video on Protect, because there's a lot of cool things that came out, you won't see me doing it on my front door, but I'm going to take some of the people's videos on Reddit, credit them, of course, and just so you guys can see how it works. I might do a separate video on setting up Home Assistant and Ubiquiti together, but I don't even know Home Assistant yet, so I got to get that up and running. PDU Pro has been promising virtual routing redundancy for over 2 years. Shadow mode needs 2 separate WAN input. Isn't that the whole point? Yeah. So I don't know if it's going to happen on the PDU Pro anymore. It has been saying that for forever. PDU Pro. I think they kind of went different directions. Why doesn't it even show up anymore? That's weird. PDU. Oh, there it is right there. I wonder why they took that off the main page. I wonder if they're going to get rid of it. Interesting. But yeah, it's still saying virtual router support coming soon. That was 2 years ago. At least 2 years ago. Whatever happened to the PDU Pro? That thing is never in stock. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was just looking at. Oh. Somebody tampered the door. Oh no, they didn't. That was me when I did the video. Let's look at this quickly. This was very interesting, and I'm happy it happened. Let's do 6 months. Again, I am not a I'm not a financial person. I have no idea even about stocks, but I have quite a few stocks with Ubiquiti. I bought them when they were, let's see, what are they at now? I think what year is this? Yeah. I think I bought them. No, it wasn't at that. I bought the Ubiquiti stock somewhere around here when they're at $350, so almost at the peak of what they've ever been. But if you look on the other day, so I guess on Friday, it went up like 20%. So a lot of people made money off of it. There was a bunch of reports that came out, and you could read them all. Like I said, I don't know anything about this stuff. I just own it. But for the past, I don't know, 2 years, I've been minus like thousands of dollars, and I'm finally caught up, and I've actually made a bit of money. So I'm really happy about that. I really wish I would have bought when the stocks were at like $100 bucks. One thing to note with UniFi and Home Assistant, you can't use EA firmware. Well, that's what people are right now. They would have to, because that's the only thing that's out. And I know it breaks every time a new version comes out. HA has a great community. I was thinking, I have a bunch of Raspberry Pi 4s here at home. I was thinking about loading it on one of those, or maybe in my Synology. I do also have this mini computer that I bought that I could maybe run some VMs on. I bought it a long time ago. Yeah, the thing being, all this stock has really damaged some of my deployments. You can't even get the power strip either. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the power strips. They had these little white power strips. They still have them. I don't see it. I got one on the floor over here. Yeah, this guy. You haven't seen these in stock in a long time. Well, maybe they're updating some stuff. You got it at 114. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, whatever. I'm just happy that I got a little bit of money back. So what happened when I left my old job? I got my pension. My pension I can't take out till I'm 55 anyway. So and you should never put all your eggs in one basket, but I pretty much put 90% of it in Ubiquiti stocks. I put a couple in Twitter when it was Twitter, and then in Spotify. But other than that, it's pretty much all Ubiquiti. You have experience with the UniFi Display Pro. I'm considering using it for digital signage. I don't. Not with the Display Pro. Not at all, no. I loaded Proxmox before, but I never used it. I used to build out VMware clusters. I was more on the actual hardware side of it. But I know all the stuff that's been going on with VMware, so I'm probably not going that way. And I don't want to have to pay. I probably would look into Proxmox. Alex, how's it going? Yeah, it's actually, X is pretty good. I mean, I don't have a crazy amount of followers on X, but yeah, I just figured why not? If I'm already talking anyway, put it on X as well. I'm not sure why it's not coming through at your end, but there is a UNVR stacking. Oh, yes. So you can't post links if you were trying to do that. It won't put links. UNVR stacking. That's what somebody said before. Help.u. Oh, here it is right here. Help article. Requirements. 1 parent UNVR Pro configured. 1. Okay. It doesn't say it though. Maybe they just haven't updated it. Oh no, it says right here. That is so weird. I wonder why they didn't put the stacking. Because what if you don't want to use it in Vantage Point? Like, if you don't want to have remote access, I mean, most people are going to have remote access turned on for the cameras, but you don't want to have remote access on and you need the capacity. Like, you can't use Vantage Point if you don't have remote access on, I don't think. So that's a little different. That's a little different. Yeah, that's weird. I don't understand why they don't do that. Cody, check your Discord. Okay. Discord general. 3 of these cameras aren't even... Oh. Oh, crap. No, they are. Those are all released. Anyway, I had Ubiquiti review that video. It's all good. That's a dome, isn't it? Yeah, it's all good. Ubiquiti reviewed the video and they said I was good to go. So no worries about that. But speaking of that, we do have a new video out, which they are talking about. It's in this. It's on Chantel's page. It's the second day at the World Conference. That's it there. Kind of just Chantel showing a behind-the-scenes look of things and what happens. Proxmox is free and very powerful. I run all my servers on Proxmox, Unraid and HA+. Nice. Yeah, I'll probably look into Proxmox. I did 117% of stock. That's amazing. Proxmox is easy. I'll probably watch Techno Tim's video on it. I think he has a couple. We need second-gen UniFi Talk devices, cheaper handsets, paging horns. We do need conference. They used to have a conference speaker years ago that never made it out of EA. Yeah, I found it. Yep. Lost Dragon, how's it going? Christopher, how's it going? Let me see this. Let me see what you guys are pointing out here. That's just a G4 dome, and those are just turrets. I don't know why you guys think those are something new. These are all these cameras are. These are all old. I mean, there's one thing that's kind of new there, but yeah, these are all old. These are all released cameras. Yeah, these are 3 of the cameras aren't even in alpha. I don't know what he's talking about. Are they not all out? Whatever. I'll deal with that after. Are you able to turn PTZ following a detection on and off schedule? There is no schedule for it. No. Chantel's videos are super good. Oh, thanks. Yeah, she loves doing them. We'll have some coming out about Costa Rica. Yeah, we're going to Costa Rica on Friday. She has some other ones from Miami as well. I don't know. She's got a ton of stuff. Tom got me hooked on XCP&G. Now I feel comfortable to deploy. Yeah, so XCP&G I used a little bit, actually. What do you think about UniFi Talk for residential? Why not? I mean, if you're already in the Talk ecosystem. Are there any videos out so far with the quality service for Dante and NDI? I don't think so, not that I know of. I haven't put any out. There we go. Yeah, I just messaged back in the Discord so people don't freak, and it's okay. I already got permission. If we need to take it down, we'll take it down. But I think we're good. It's not like we have thousands and thousands of views on that video anyway. Currently, there's 23 views on that video. Whoops. So yeah, this week I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Can I bring this up? I don't know if I can bring it up. I have to see if there's any... Well, it doesn't really matter, because I'll be doing a video there anyway. Let's see. They do have the address on it. Well, you know what I could do? I'll just take a screenshot of one of the floors. I'm thinking about doing a pre-build video. I don't know how many people are interested, because this is going to be a pretty big deployment. I forget how many access doors there are. I think there's about 50 or 40 something. But this is just one floor. They have 2 floors and then they have a parking garage. So I was thinking about doing, for this week, doing a pre-deployment video of how I'm going to do it. I have to go get the gear from their one office, but we every location where you see, you know, yellow, that's where existing readers are currently, and we're switching all of this over to UniFi Access. On the inside of the building, they're just going to use normal G2 readers. On the outside of the building, they're going to use G2 Reader Pros. We have 7 enterprise hubs. So this room here, I think that's the room. It's their electrical room. So we'll end up putting 3 hubs in this one to run all these doors. And then the lower floor will be doing the same thing because they're stacked on top of each other. And then for here, like that. For here, this is their, I didn't even know they had a parking garage. I had no idea. Anyway, they got a parking garage, and I've done tons of work in this building. Oops, you guys can't see that because my face is in the way. So we have 4 readers, 1, 2, 3, and then we have this gate controller that's going to be going in here. What we'll end up doing as well, we're going to have to put a AI Pro to read the license plates, just so it will open the gate whenever people go through, if they're allowed to. So this is going to be a cool little project. Wherever the electrical room is, we'll end up putting 1 enterprise hub down here to cover these 4 doors. But I think I'll do a pre-deployment video, because what I'll be doing, I'll be setting up every single hub in this room. I'll be plugging in every single reader. We'll be labeling them, the boxes. I label the ports. I don't know if I have a picture of it. Do I have a picture on Instagram? Because we did another deployment of UniFi Access. Oh, you can kind of see it here. So we'll end up labeling here the ports of where it's connecting to. And I'll be running this in a cloud key just at home, because they already have a UMVR. And then I'll be doing a backup and loading it all into their UMVR when we get to site. I think it's going to be a pretty fun build, and I'll be showing the actual physical install as well. Okay, let's see. Trending #1 worldwide. That'd be great. Chantel needs quite a few watch hours on her channel to get monetized. So here's her channel if you guys are interested. There is a world conference video. Here, I'll just pull it over. Oop. This was just put out this morning. Let me mute it. So this is all the stuff that they gave away. But anyway, if you want to watch that, it's over on her channel. IT guy, how's it going? I just took a Wi-Fi U wireless course, and it was super helpful. Learned a lot about frequencies, planning, and troubleshooting. Would definitely recommend. I think it was Wi-Fi U who wanted me to do some stuff with them. I don't think the course wouldn't be online, I don't believe. No, I don't believe. Any upcoming giveaways? Not as of right now, because yeah, we're going away, and I'm really bad at it. And do I use this standard? Probably not. We label everything. We wire wrap the labels. We label everything. But I probably not to that standard, I doubt. I have a Bluetooth headset that worked with the phone, talk phone, to make it sort of wireless. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I wanted some wireless phones just because, like, this one job, not that one, like this one right here, you guys have seen probably a billion times. It's the co-working space, but they have a kitchen that's kind of a separate company within the same building, and they wanted some wireless phones, but they're on UniFi Talk. Now we can integrate it with like a Grandstream phone or something like that. What else am I talking about today? Let's see. I don't have a ton of stuff. UniFi Talk access. Where the heck did the thing go? UniFi Talk, yeah, we've kind of already mentioned that. I mean, UniFi Talk is great, you know, for small, mid-sized business. They do need some new things. I hope they come out with some new products for Talk. But it's really easy to set up. If you watch my video, I knew the UniFi Talk video wouldn't have done that well, and it didn't. Because I don't think a ton of people use it. But it really can set you up from beginning to end just by using that video. This is cool. Ah. Mobile client. I definitely am probably going to need a new network rack soon. Mine is getting full of gear. Oh, and I got the 100 gig switches. I got these. The enterprise, whatever. So I got to test them out, but I'm waiting for a couple other things. So I have, what do I have? Which one? Oh, no, it's aggregation. Oh, it's this one. I got to get it hooked up. I haven't even taken them out of the box, but they come on rack rails. So I'm going to end up, I have 2 of them. So that's going to be cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but at least they'll be in my rack and look nice. Came late. Did Ubiquiti announce any new products? Yes, they did. They announced a ton of new things that I can't talk about, but a ton of new things. Sorry if this has already been talked about, but did UniFi give an update on the multi-link operations at the conference? I don't remember. UI Tom did a talk about Wi-Fi 7 and multi-link operation. Can we see your network rack? You cannot. Unfortunately, not now, because there's stuff in there that is unannounced, probably. I could show you it before if I have a picture in here, though. I'm sure I do. Actually, James, I think you make an appearance in Chantel's video. I think you were there. Like a quick little segment, you were in there. Is this my network rack? Yeah, this is it. This was it. It doesn't look this looks somewhat clean. It is a disaster right now. Long cables everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, but this was what it was at one point. Yeah, but now it's not like that. It is very messy. Yep, you were there. Yep. You were in the video. I forget what part. I think it was when we were, talking with Crosstalk Solutions and Tom and stuff like that. I picked up a cheap OnVIF Wi-Fi camera to see if I could adopt it to my CGM, and it's seen as a network device, but I cannot in the Protect. I don't think you could change anything. I actually bought a Real-Link wireless camera, and I couldn't get it into Protect either. I see UniFi shows a full-size rack on their website. Do they sell? They don't sell it yet. I talked to them, and I'm thinking they're going to sell it, and I really hope they do, because seeing it at the World Conference, it's amazing. It's so nice. I was talking to my friend, and we just went on about how UniFi can't just make NVR run on a UNAS. Can't make. Well, it's two different applications, right? Completely applications. I need to capitalize on this for my rise to fame. Yeah, it was. I love going. The best thing about going to the World Conference was talking to everybody. Unfortunately, a lot of the time I only could spend a few minutes with each person, which sucks in a way, but I was like very grateful. A lot of people were coming up to me. Mala, how's it going? It looks like the 2.5 gig switches is becoming the standard. Is this a correct assumption? Don't want to go all in if it's temporary standard. Like my computer here, I only have a 2.5 gig. I have a 2.5 gig NIC in it. I don't have a 10 gig or anything. I bought this custom built, weird alien looking PC. I don't even know if I think it's probably on here somewhere. But it has water cooling and stuff in it. And I was going to change it out. And then I'm like, oh no, I got to move the water cooling to get to it. So I decided not to. I think a lot of people, 2.5 probably is becoming somewhat standard. Where the heck is it? I'm so glad they redesigned these. This did look kind of cool, but I'm glad they redesigned it. Let's see. I'm just going to see if I could find my computer, which I need to upgrade. Oh, Nilly. Going to work. She's my new cable puller. Where is it? Pretty sure I have it on here. It's the ugliest computer, and I love it. Where the heck? Holy crap, I post a lot of pictures. Unless I put it in my Discord, which I'd never be able to find it in Discord. This telescope that I tried using once, never got it to work. So it's been in my bait. I think I might have given it away. I might have given it away. I love this picture of Mocha. Her mouth wide open, ready to go to work. I'll look for another minute. If I can't find it, it's not even a big deal, but I swear I had it before this. Huh. Well, Oh, I remember this. People were mad at me. So this was during the time of, 2020. I'm not going to say the name of it, but that's when you barely could get stock, and I needed 50 U6LRs for a job. I can't find it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just a weird looking computer. That's it. Yes, I'm waiting to see, waiting for the full size. Yes, I really hope so. I think that would be great. It would take up a lot of room in my basement, but I'd be fine with that. Should I buy UPS or wait? I don't know. I would buy one. I got a Tapo Wi-Fi camera into Protect. You have to make sure you add the port in the IP address using the hidden. Okay, gotcha. Finally got the fingerprint reader working on the G4 Pro, so that's a plus. Yes. Full of RGB. That would be cool. I do have some RGB lights at home that I could fill the rack with. And I have, well, all of the switches that I have. Hi, what is the workaround for the viewport 16 camera limit that you would recommend? That's the limit. I don't really have, buy 2, maybe? Yeah. How far could the UI intercom be customized? Can I add quick buttons on the screen? That's a good question. I haven't actually played with it too much. I only have like one of them deployed that we were doing the configuration, and it's kind of still in building phase. It's for a gate. So I don't really know. Can I look at it? I don't know if we could look at it. I have to see. Let me see if I could take a look at it here. Where is the farmhouse? Farmhouse. Oh, there's an update on it too. I'm sure you can customize it quite a bit. I'm going to end up doing a video on it. You could upload a logo, you could upload a background, display brightness. I'm not at the latest version though, so it may actually give you some other options. You could do QR codes, but yeah, like if you're wanting to upload a picture and stuff like that, you could do that. I don't know about the swiping though. I'm going to upgrade it right now, whatever. Let's just upgrade it. Do it live. Very quiet. Oh, okay. Hold on a sec. Let's see. Daniel, how's it going? HP Z4 workstation, good price. Secondhand, upgrade RAM, very good box. I forget what I bought. I had some Amazon money left over, and I just bought something. What's the fan noise like on the USW Pro? It's quiet. It's quiet. I have it in my basement, and that's like where I play video games and watch TV and stuff like that. I never hear it. I don't have any certs. I have no certs. If you're just starting out in networking and stuff like that, probably go for Network Plus, I would start with, and then kind of move your way in, maybe in the CCNA routing and switching. If you're looking to get more into, oh no, that's not it. What is the wireless one? If you're looking to get more specifically into wireless, this is kind of what you would want to go to, like the CWMP, which this is the network expert, so you wouldn't obviously be starting there, but you could go, I think you have to start off with the CWTS, Certified Wireless Technology Specialist. If you're really just wanting to do Ubiquiti, that's where you would just go Wi-Fi U or something like that. Where is Wi-Fi U? Wi-Fi-U? There it is. So you could do some courses with, and I think they give out certifications. I could be wrong. I forget who just said that they just took this. Let me know if you got the certification. But they have like UniFi Full Stack Professional and I don't know how much depth they go into, but I assume you get some sort of certification. I think the courses are kind of expensive. Thought they were about like $2,000 each or something like that. But in the grand, $2,000 really isn't that much for training. It is over a weekend though. If you guys want to hit the like button, we got 145 people here and 51 likes. And ask your questions because I am running low. Let me sign out of here so we could go look at some release notes. What? Okay. Support. Let's go to the support community. Releases. I'm quoting a job for a point to multi-point, so that's going to be cool. I haven't done one of those in a while. I'm thinking about going, actually, before we look at this, I'm thinking about going with the wave. I think the wave stuff, just because it looks cool, and I've never used it. The wave. The hardest thing about the Ubiquiti UISP line is figuring out what works with what. Okay, so this is a point to multi-point access powered. Okay, so I could use something like that, and then I could use these as a station. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, they have one building, and then they need some of these on two. I could either use one of these. It would be interesting to do a video on these instead of using, like, the building-to-building bridges. I think, anyway. Wave is phenomenal. Okay, I gotta try that. CWTS. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so if you're looking more so into wireless, that's where you'd want to start. I mean, yeah. Have you heard of any issues with the UDM running hot? UDM SE? Not really. I can't say mine's ever run hot, but I don't go up and feel it either. Are you thinking about doing a bypass of your ISP box? I just did mine with the WAS SAP, which I'm probably not going to. I don't really care that much, so probably not. For a new construction apartment, should I spend the extra money for ceiling APs or are wall APs good enough? Also, should I go with the Wi-Fi 7 or 6? Hard question. I would probably do the APs on the ceiling, and I would go with Wi-Fi 7. Yeah, that's the problem. Most cert courses do not teach people hands-on, understand the fundamental. Yes, that's where I'm terrible at studying and, you know, book smarts, I guess you could say it was. So when I did my Cisco CCNA, I had to actually buy gear, break it, fix it, and stuff like that. And that's what I would encourage people. If you're just getting into Ubiquiti, buy the cheapest or whatever. If you got some money to spend, go with like one of these, not Express, like maybe like a Cloud Gateway Max or Ultra. Like the benefit of doing the Cloud Gateway Max is you could use all the applications on it if you want to get into something else. Buy this, buy an access point and a cheap switch, and then just break it and play with it and learn the interface. The thing with Ubiquiti, they change their interface all the time. So there is going to be some big changes coming out pretty soon, I think. They've been fixing the Wi-Fi 7 issues that they've had. Yeah, that thread's been going on for quite a while. Okay, let's look at this control or what? Not controller. These. Yeah, you only could update the logo. Huh. Like, can you not? Like on the normal G2 readers, you could do like push to call and stuff like that, but it doesn't look like you can here. Let me look. Let's look at a live picture here. Oh, it's very, yeah, you could click to unlock. You could unlock. Oh, that's a neat. Oh, that's new. I like that. Can I show you guys this? I guess I can. Why couldn't I? I better not. You'll see a video on it anyway, because we're setting up the gate controller. Yeah, no. Well, you could turn off the 60 gigahertz if you want as well. But I'm using the Pro Max at my house, and I'm using the in-wall 7s, and they work great. I know a lot of people, what they're waiting for, though, if you're doing the wall, is a U7 wall or a Pro wall with the actual ports on the bottom. If you're doing a new build, you could probably do a U7 Pro wall up on the ceiling, and then you could do it built into the wall, and it would look pretty nice. Kind of like that. Should I change the fans on my 750 watt UniFi switch Noctua fans? It's a little loud and runs warm, or I think you'd be all right, but if you really can't stand the sound of the fans, then I would just buy some new quieter ones. Yep. Not in the store, not announced. Isn't that the Dome Ultra? Not out yet. Dome Ultra. I don't even know. It was one above it. I don't know. Ubiquiti actually sent us a wall when we were doing our video. So if you saw Crosstalk and I do a video, I think they sent me a green wall. I think he got a blue one, which was nice of them because I didn't want to have to cut into my wall. So we just had this, like, I don't know what it was. It was like a 5x5 fake wall, drywall, all painted up. What else are we doing videos? I will be getting out a Ekahau video this week or before I leave. I need to get that out. So it's going to be it was going to be a heat map scan on site at the co-working space, but we're changing some APs around. So I'm going to wait to do that video. But the next video for Ekahau is going to be how to design a multi-level or story building. Because they actually have that. Not like Design Center doesn't allow you to do multiple floors in that way, whereas Ekahau does. So I think that would be neat to look at. I'm probably going to end up doing a video on the new UniFi Protect update, which is in EA right now. So I won't be able to release it till it's in release candidate. But if it does release when I'm away, at least then I could push a video out. And if you are in Costa Rica, I am going to... I know there's a couple Ubiquiti employees who work in Costa Rica. So if you're there and you're close to where I'm going, which is this place, La Cruz, The Dreams, or whatever, let me know and maybe could meet up. We're going to be doing a bunch of excursions. There's going to be a bunch of stuff filmed. The excursions are bloody expensive down there. It's kind of insane. Thomas, how's it going? Hey Cody, I'm planning on upgrading my UDR. I don't know if I could go the Cloud Max plus Flex or UDM-SE. I'd probably, if you're doing it from a UDR, well, that's tricky. Doing it from a UDR, your UDR caps out at 700 meg. I guess it depends on how much bandwidth you have, because this could hold it could do 1.5. with IDS and IPS, so that might be good. But if you have more than that, I would probably just go with the Dream Machine Special Edition. And if you're looking at running cameras off of it, well, you could always have a higher M2 drive, but I would go with this for sure, the Dream Machine SE. That would be my preference. Good afternoon. Costa Rica is in our bucket list, but expensive from the UK. Looking at St. Lucia. So we were looking at St. Lucia, but there was no flights. Or no all-inclusive. Well, Chantel's birthday is this week, so that's why we're going there. Yeah, but we were looking at Secrets, I guess. I don't, and it was like $8,000 a person. I'm like, yeah, and I don't know why it was so expensive. It didn't look that nice. Dreams was about $3,700 each, so it was better. Still expensive though, and it's like a 5.5 hour flight. Oh, okay. So 1 gig. If you're doing 1 gig, if you're doing 1 gig and you don't really care about camera storage, then yeah, go with the Cloud Gateway Max. You're gonna save yourself a bunch of money. Hello. I have Talk on my UDM Pro, which has failover. Whenever it fails over to my secondary ISP, incoming calls to Talk are redirected to the backup phone number, cell phone. It should switch over to your secondary line afterwards, but it will, like if you have that backup number in your settings, while it's doing the switch over, it will push out to your phone, but it should eventually, fail back over to your number. From Portugal, awesome. We're looking at March 24. Wife needs treatment for her. Oh, that's too bad. Sorry to hear that. Any tips for the G4 Doorbell Pro for installing into brick? I believe there is a mount that makes it better. I think the mount comes with it. Yeah, the problem with the G4 Doorbell Pros, if you're doing it into brick, we actually just installed one the other day. Like, you do have a little bit of room to play with, but you have to make the hole pretty big in your actual brick. I think they do have a back box though. I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah, like they got this. I mean, that might... Oh, no, this is a reader. I'm looking at the reader. What am I doing? Oh, no, the reader. Okay, so this Reader Pro junction box works with the doorbell as well. I don't know if I like the look of that. Looks a little big. Yeah, you just have to drill the brick out a little bit more. Oh, you could do this one too. Oh, there you go. Yeah, but you still have to drill a huge hole for that. So yeah, the only way to do it would be more so this junction box then, because then you have room to put the cabling in, or you just blast out a bunch of brick. You have one for G4 Instant. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Do you have some information about the UDM Pro and Gen 2? I don't think there is a Gen 2. Not as like, I have no idea. Not as yet. Nope. They just came out with the Enterprise. That's what I fear. The big hole. It is too chunky. Hopefully for the black cameras, but I think, yeah, like with mine, I think I blasted out a pretty big hole. But we pushed the cable out through the mortar. So when we take the doorbell or we move or whatever, we could fill in the mortar. Well, it is hot. Wi-Fi 7 is hot, but if you're looking at like any of their 6 gigahertz, you know, their U6 Enterprise, it gets very warm. If you look at their U6 mesh, and you touch it with your hand, it's hot. But people have been having problems with IoT devices. I haven't had any, but mind you, I don't have that many clients on my network. Okay, you guys can't see this. Let me take a look. I'll tell you right now how many I have. Where is? What? I don't even know what I'm using anymore. Oh, there it is right here. Issue detected. Oh no. Primary internet is experiencing. Oh, that was today. Clients. I have 17 clients on my network right now. So I don't really have that much stuff in my network compared to a lot of people. Yeah. But a lot of our stuff isn't turned on, mind you. Okay. John, good morning. How's it going? Wondering if the Dream Wall is a good starter for a small office install. I've seen some mixed reviews about it. Do you recommend or you think a better solution for Wi-Fi? The issue with the Dream Wall if you're talking about cameras, it only takes an SD card for camera storage, which isn't really, you shouldn't really use SD cards for that type of camera storage. I have a Dream Wall at my mom's house and it works well, but they only have like 5 cameras. The nice thing about the Dream Wall, it has all those integrated ports with PoE and PoE++. So if you have a few doors that you want to attach to it as well, it's a good device. You could always get a Dream Wall and a UMVR, but if you're trying to get this type of aesthetic, and for it to be clean, you're not going to want to mount an NVR beside it. I really wish they would have came out with the Dream Wall Pro. That would have been amazing. It would have been way better. You have 56 clients in your house. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't have a ton of stuff running. Like, a lot of my stuff's offline. We were going to switch all the light switches out. And then I'm like, that is a lot of money just to have Wi-Fi light switches when I could just flick the thing up. But yeah. It's not IoT itself, but the 2.4 gigahertz band and the chipset issue on the U7 downgraded firmware. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I read a little bit of it, and then I just kind of gave up. The Flex HD gets hot. Wi-Fi is general, can get hot. You can look at the OEM for older TP-Link routers and access points. They discolor. Yes. Finally moved into the Protect ecosystem more. Initially just with the CloudKey Gen 2 Plus, so G5 with the IR enhancer, G4 turret, G4 doorbell, or bullet and doorbell. Yeah, I love UniFi Protect. It's awesome. You have 80 clients, but the kids are gone for the week, so it's going to be low. Staying on pfSense Sophos for home, however, I am more impressed with the Ultra at a family members. Yes, it is simple, especially if you're looking after people, or looking after the networks. Some of the client count at home can be bloated due to random. Yes, that's true. I saw there was a post where somebody had like 7,000 clients on there. Oh, we got high latency. Is my WAN 2 working? Oh, it is. Finally. So my Bell fiber line stopped working. I didn't call them because I have 2 lines. I should have just called them because I'm paying them money, but yeah, and it stopped working, and it's my good connection. It's my 3 gig by 3 gig. Right now I'm on 1 gig by... It's actually kind of funny because I did a speed test and I was getting 2 gig on the cable. 2 gig by like 40 up or something like that. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting into more of the home automation stuff, like working with HA, but I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole. I think the biggest flaw on the Dream Wall is that it doesn't have a bay for it. Yes, a bay would have been wicked. And that's what the Pro was supposed to be. They would have like a little extra thing. Are you going to do a review on the new enterprise switches? I don't know if you would call it a review. It will be a video on it, because I can't really review these to the capacity that they're going to be built out for, just because I don't have, like I just said, I had 17 clients plugged in. So doing it at my house is going to be a little bit different. I may end up taking these to the co-working space. Oops, let's go all the way. Because we want to make sure that they have, 99.9% uptime. And these switches support MC leg, so I think that would be great. If we do that, we're going to switch out all these switches. We're going to rip out this aggregation Pro. It's pretty much going to be a full new network, and we might put a EFG in here, or two EFGs in this rack. So if we do that, it's going to be a cutover. People are going to be like, "Oh, why are you doing that? This is perfectly fine." It makes for a good video. UK speeds are terrible. I've heard that. I heard you guys have a lot of wireless ISPs too. Do you recommend placing the door enterprise access sub closer to the door itself to save on cabling instead of putting it in a more secure server room? We talk about saving about 800 meters. That's kind of up to you. Well, I would probably have it in a secure room. Like every room where we're doing this new build where it's like 50 doors, they're secure rooms. The one's the electrical room and the other one's the actual data room or network server room. Oh, and there's Mocha. Okay. What you doing? Where's your sister? AJ is a rabbit hole. Yeah, that's what I kind of don't want to get into, but I kind of do at the same time. I have a UDR, but a 48 port PoE switch, so I don't have a choice. But I will never need a switch. Yep, true. Oh, that was that. Oh, you're talking to him. Okay. The amount of PoE budget in those yeah, it is pretty crazy. I don't have one yet. I don't have these. Oh, it's 1500. I didn't even see that. That is insane. 1,005 watt. Let's look at this one. Holy, yeah, that's a lot. 2,150 watts. I might rack these today. I might put these in my rack today. I don't know what I'll plug into them, but I have my Synology and I have all my NASs, and I have my I guess all of my Ubiquiti devices. I think they're also making a QSFP breakout cable, or they're gonna allow it. Let's look at it here. Tech specs. Pictures, marketing images. I don't want to download it though. Yeah, because they have these 100 gig QSFPs. So if we have a breakout cable, we could break those out to 120 or 425 gig lengths if you want, I guess. So that's gonna be kind of cool. In the process of getting our HIC installer to upgrade me to an EMVR, we currently have warehouse cameras going into a switch. Which UniFi switch would you recommend to replace it with? Well, depends on how many cameras. I'll just say you have 48 cameras or whatever. I would go with the Pro Max, or I'd go with the Professional. I wouldn't do any standard because the PoE budget just isn't there. Whereas in the Professional, it's across all ports, and it has a higher wattage as well. The Pro Max is nice because you have RGB, if you like that type of thing. And there's a bunch of 2.5 gig ports on it as well. How does one choose between Wi-Fi 6 APs, U6 Pro, U6 Enterprise, U6 Long Range, U6 In-Wall, U6 Enterprise? And why would people use mesh APs? Well, they call them mesh APs, but they really aren't. That's just the name they gave them. So meshing is when you can't physically get a data cable to an access point, but you have a power injector that powers it up, and then it does a wireless mesh. So the naming gets a little bit like this, U6 mesh. You want to physically cable this if you can anyway. How do they choose? It all depends on capacity. Like this right here, you could cover 1,500 square feet and you could have 300 plus clients. The U6 Enterprise, This supports Wi-Fi 6E, so 6 gigahertz. You have 10 spatial streams. You'd still do that 1500, but you could have 600 clients connected. And it has that 2.5 gigabit Ethernet interface. So you just need to look at the tech specs and see what you actually need in your home and kind of go from there. Okay, where was I? HA is why there are 80 clients on my system when the house is empty. Yes, I might change it, light switches. We'll see. Nilly is going nuts. As a general rule for homes, do you recommend an AP at lower with RSSI or enterprise APs? I just have one AP per floor right now, and I do kind of wireless scans and see if I have things overlapping. I don't have issues. Most homes, you could put one AP per floor and you're good, depending on how many square feet you are. I haven't set any... all my stuff is on auto besides my channels. I manually select my channels. So I wonder how Synology will respond to UniFi entering the NAS space. I don't know. Yeah, that I don't know. I'm actually supposed to have a meeting with them. I was supposed to this week, but I had a couple things go on. Can you make a video about securing UniFi network for kids and IoT stuff? I kind of already have that, but maybe I could make one a little more focused. The U6 mesh is fantastic if the best you could do is set on a table. Yes, yeah, it's not a bad device. Some of the naming is a little different, that's for sure. Hey Cody, trying to get my head around using access on an interior wooden door at my house. I don't really want a push to exit, just want to be able to use the handle, but don't understand which one to use. I'm not a locksmith. So that's probably who you want to talk to, is a locksmith, to see, when we have to get door accessories, like actually dead latches and crash bars and stuff like that, we hire locksmiths to do that. You could buy door handles that lock from the outside, but on the inside you could still turn them. Or you could have a motion sensor so that when you're walking by it, it disengages the strike and you could just walk out. I got notifications on my phone that my internet connection has been restored, but I can't find anything in the logs. It should show under system log, and it should show under critical. That's where it should show. I have the Access. Oh, so the Access Ultra, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. I have the Access Ultra. I have Access Ultra or Access Starter Kit and Strike. I would get the Starter Kit with the Strike. I would never do a mag lock. We never use mag locks. Yeah, a lot of people have debate about the power levels. It all depends on, like in North America, our houses are made of drywall, right? So like in the UK or, Bahamas or something like that, you're going to be concrete. So you're going to have those power levels pretty high, and you're going to have more APs. For what can the secondary port on the AP use? I know what it can be used for as a normal Ethernet. I don't know which AP you're talking about. The only AP I could remember that had dual NICs was, I think it was the AC Pro. And they just showed a video on their website that had 2 ports, but that was just for redundancy. That's it. If you're looking at the in-wall, these could just be used as, oops, not this one. These have ports on the bottom that you could just plug a computer or a cell phone or like a VoIP phone or something to it, and that's what that would be used for. Yeah, the AC Pro, I think it was really just for a backup line. That's it, for redundancy. How much does the ATA cost per month for one phone number, do you know? Well, the ATA is, you don't pay monthly for the ATA. The ATA, you would just pay whatever the price is. I think it's like, so it's $99 for the ATA, and then you'd have to purchase a phone number through UniFi Talk. If you're in the United States, it's $9 a month. Or you could do a third-party SIP provider, and then you'd have to buy some analog phone on there. Have you tried to install UniFi Strike into a standard American house? We don't know. Like, I've never done UniFi access on somebody's house. We only deploy it in business. Yeah, so $9 a month. Yeah. And you'd have to buy an analog phone if you have analog phones. If not, you could just Well, you'd have to buy one of these phones, which are a little bit more expensive, $299. Yeah, but if you're just using this for a house, just buy a cheap Amazon or analog phone from Walmart or something like that. Yeah, but we don't install any access at people's houses. I think I've been asked a couple times and I just said no. We did at this farmhouse, but that was just because it's for a gate. That's a little bit different. Let's see. What instances would you install the UniFi in-wall AP versus the ceiling? I typically only install the walls when we're in a house because people don't think about getting Ethernet drops put in their ceiling for Wi-Fi. But the builder may put like 1 or 2 Ethernet drops at electrical height, and that's where we put those in. But I think I'm going to end the live stream here. I got a couple things to do. So this week there's probably going to be a video on the new on UniFi Access pre-deployment, us getting ready to actually go to site and install 50 doors, and all that cabling will be showed that we do, cutting in door strikes, yada yada yada. And then Ekahau should have a video on that, and I'll also end up doing a video on UniFi Protect. Hopefully it comes out into general release, and then I could release that and we could show the doorbell in integration with the fingerprint scanning, which is going to be really cool. Everybody